Welcome to Postscript Smash. This is a video series on some of the very specific fundamental technical aspects of Smash, aimed towards people with very little competitive fighting game experience, and designed to supplement other Smash tutorials and guides. Whether you want to start attending tournaments, you want to hold your own in Elite Smash, or you just want to be the best among your friends, I hope this series is helpful to you. Tilts. Tilt attacks, referred to as strong attacks throughout all of Smash, are moves executed by holding the control stick in one direction and pressing the attack button. Tilt attacks are a whole other subset of moves separate from smash attacks, from aerials, and so on. Tilts are typically stronger and slower than jabs, but faster and weaker than smash attacks. For a beginning player, tilt attacks might feel a little bit unintuitive. In a high-octane setting where everyone's moving fast and it almost feels like you can't stay still for too long, you may already just be used to having your control stick slammed in one direction towards your opponent and hitting any button that throws an attack out. When you're moving that fast, intentionally slowing things down to perform a different attack might feel difficult. So I use tilts. You got a ton of other moves that work out just fine, don't you? Why not just rely on those? Let's use a metaphor real quick. Imagine you're baking, and you have the option of using an electric mixer to help make things a little bit easier. But you opt to mix by hand because you don't really know how to operate the electric mixer and it scares you a little bit. You're limiting yourself by choosing to take the suboptimal option because you're most familiar with it, instead of going for the more optimal, albeit less intuitive option. It's the same concept. Probably right next to aerials, tilts have some of the most utility in the game, and adding them to your toolkit will benefit you big time in the long run. So when do you use your tilts? Let's break down tilts into a few different categories based on usage and utility. First off, some tilts are combo starters. A lot of tilts can start combos easily for some characters, allowing you to string that tilt into something else. Sheik's forward tilt changed into itself, allowing her to get 2 or 3 more forward tilts before continuing the string with forward airs. Mario, Pikachu, and Pichu are characters with up tilts that chain into each other at least once before chaining into an aerial. Rob and Diddy's down tilts can trip the opponent on hit, which opens up various options for a follow-up. Find out what your bread and butter, your tried and true combos are, and understand which tilts can enable or continue a combo for you. Next, positional advantage. Along the same veins as combo starters, some tilts don't extend combos but rather put your opponent in a disadvantageous situation. Inklings and Bowser's down tilts don't naturally extend into anything, but they displace your opponent in a position that will almost always be disadvantageous to them, either cornered or off stage. Anti-airs. A lot of up tilts are great at catching opponents that like a short hop approach. Up tilts from characters like Donkey Kong and Little Mac are great options to shut down an aerial rush before it begins. Kill options. While this doesn't apply to every character, some characters can kill with their tilts at percents that lighter characters need their smash attacks for. While they're still heavyish on lag more often than not, they're generally still faster than their smash attack counterparts, allowing you additional kill options. So now that you know the overall utility of tilts, how do we start practicing execution and incorporating them into play? Let's head into training mode. Get used to the fluid motion of smoothly moving your control stick in one direction and following it up with a press of the attack button. Practice it until you're used to the movement and you're able to input it without accidentally inputting a smash attack. If you're able to reliably input a smash attack without using the C-stick, I recommend changing your controls so that the C-stick is set to tilt attacks. This is a no-hassle solution of guaranteeing that you'll always be able to input a tilt without accidentally smashing. This also makes running tilt attacks so much easier, opening up your approach options and giving you more tools to incorporate in the neutral. Overall, the practice of using tilts comes with just regularly incorporating them into your everyday play. Practice using them in training mode, get a good feel of what category each tilt lies in, and once you have a good feel of all of them, get into a real match and practice using them in a high pressure environment. That's how you solidify practice. So use your tilts generously, and good luck.